children of poly relationships. What was it like growing up? I have a friend who is a child of a throuple. He's a cool dude, pretty normal. He says as a young kid he would always try the "but mom said yes" thing to get what he wants, and if his dad called him out on it he'd just say it was the other mom until they all got together. For clarification, as far as I'm aware his parents are a closed unit. Perhaps that is easier for a kid to fathom and normalize than if they always had different and new partners at home or whatever. I took a class with a Dr. Awasum at University of Houston, downtown for a while. He would talk about his childhood growing up in Cameroon in a family with one father and about a dozen mothers. At mealtime, the kids would run a route from one mother to the next, all grabbing a bite from each. He says he was 12 when he learned which mother gave birth to him. When he came to Houston to study, he applied at Rice University. When filling out the application, he asked for an extra page to provide the names of all his mothers. In his culture, he was considered to be the reincarnation of his grandfather. At a special ceremony every year, he would offer his grandfather's advice and answer questions on his grandfather's behalf. It was also in his authority to prescribe punishment for his father on this occasion. When Awasum came to the States, he would attend the annual ceremonies by phone. Edit. Apparently, Dr. Awasum passed away last year. There's a brief tribute to him here. https://www.forevermist.com/LawrenceChiawasum/about. Hard for me to believe there isn't more about him online. Would love to have had his memoirs. It wasn't a huge deal when I was a kid. Essentially, it was just like hanging out with your parents and their friends. Some of my mom's so's had kids my age that I got along with really well. That being said, a little while ago my mom was flirting with a guy and referred to me as her mono kid in the same tone I've heard ultra-conservative folk refer to gay kids, so our relationship is a little strained these days. Her other daughter is 12, so I'm really not certain why that comment was anywhere near necessary. Edit. I forgot to mention, while they have never had any authority over me, she refers to her so's as my grandparents because they're not quite step-parents, which is kind of funny. Hey, it's a post for me. Honestly, I think it's way more boring than most people would think. Most of the time, my mom wouldn't introduce a partner to me unless it was a long-term relationship, so most of the time I got the single mom experience. I think the most exciting thing was going out for dinner to meet someone new, and occasionally my mom would date someone who had a kid my age, and we would awkwardly play together while our parents were on a date, as in, we were playing in my room upstairs, and a movie date, or SMTHN, was going on in the living room downstairs. Really, for the most part it was so completely average other than knowing my mom had 2 girlfriends, and eventually I also got a stepdad. The worst part was around 6th-8th grade when kids found out and started bullying me for it, asking all kinds of disgusting sexual questions about my parents. No one wants to think about their parents having sex. Eventually I learned to just not tell anyone unless we were close and I knew they were cool. I only ever had one person I trusted enough to actually come to a family picnic where my mom's partners would all be there. My mom's partners aren't my parents, but they are part of my life and my family. They are wonderful and supportive and have helped me through some horrible dark spots in my life. I'm grateful to have such a wonderful, loving family. So yeah, not very exciting, I know, but it's my life. When I was younger I didn't realize mom and dad were poly, but now it's funny to see my friends' faces when I say me and my mom and her wife and my dad and my dad's girlfriend and his other girlfriend are gonna get together for dinner tonight.